So, there's been times where I've made my own Soulsborne tier list, and now we're going to be reacting to the Presidents of the United States ranking their own Soulsborne tier list. Now, I'm already looking at this, and I'm a little bit concerned as to why Dark Souls Remastered is in D tier, yet Demon Souls and Dark Souls 2 Scholar are in B tier. Let's see what they have to say.
Alright, fine, I'll move Dark Souls down to A.
Why would you do that? Why'd you do that? Dark Souls 1's perfect.
Thank you.
But why? It's the progenitor of the Soulsborne genre.
Wrong.
I fucking love it. I've been watching these videos quite a lot because I love I love how even though they're made by different YouTubers, the personalities are so consistent. Like you have Trump who's just like I don't know, you have Barack Obama who like controls them, you have Biden and Trump who have like they both have hot takes, but it's like different sides of the spectrum.
Everything we love about Souls-likes is captured to such a high-quality degree in Dark Souls.
I mean, he's not wrong.
For fuck's sake, Dark Souls is the literal epitome of the term Soulsborne.
Wrong.
What's wrong, Don?
Demon Souls came first.
Yeah.
No one cares about Demon Souls.
Yeah, no one cares about the original Demon Souls. Demon Souls remake's pretty hype, which is why they rated it higher, I suppose.
Wrong.
Dark Souls is what took it to the next level. Took it to mainstream.
True.
That is true, Joe. Plus, no other Soulsborne has been able to capture that tight, immaculate level design.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, Elden Ring was pretty good, but it was open world, so it kind of had an unfair advantage. Maybe Bloodborne? Maybe Bloodborne came close? I don't know.
That's all fair and cute, but if Remastered is D tier, then Dark Souls can't be S tier.
Remastered is a greedy, corporate, lazy, upscaled port.
Exactly.
Oh, okay, so that's why Remastered is in D tier. Okay, that makes sense. I guess. I mean, I still prefer Dark Souls Remastered over the original because of smoother frame rates and the improvements to multiplayer. But I can accept that.
Exactly. Smart business.
For fuck's sake.
Easy money for them with no effort involved. I respect that.
Fucking Trump.
Dumbass, that's exactly why it's D tier.
Yeah.
This is why your dumbass companies keep going bankrupt, Don.
Shut the fuck up. I'm the greatest businessman alive.
Yeah, keep getting loans of $1 million.
No work for easy money. Ah, yeah. Greatest businessman alive.
From your dad.
Maybe if From Software had a loan like that, then Lost Izalith wouldn't look like such a giant Oompa Loompa orange piece of shit.
He be spitting facts. I won't lie.
True. When we talk about Dark Souls and its immaculate level design, we tend to ignore Lost Izalith.
Okay,
Yeah.
fine. You guys are right. It's
Although,
not
in fairness, I don't think Lost Izalith's that bad. Like, yeah, like the intro to the area is pretty bad. Like with you're running across fire, running away from those like dinosaur-looking things. But once you're actually in like the temple, it's not too bad. You know, you've got like a few enemies, a few NPC invasions. It's fun. Granted, the boss fight, all of the fun immediately goes away once you reach the bed of chaos. But you know, it is what it is.
They rushed the end of that game like Rosie O'Donnell rushes to the dinner table.
I agree. They
Fucking Trump.
rushed that area like when I took a school exam in 1847 and almost ran out of time. So I had to
1847.
completely rush the last page in under a minute. Boy, those were good times.
What the fuck?
How
We
old
used to
is
go
he?
out into the playground and praise the sun. I had to go to the hospital for staring at it for too long.
Fucking idiot.
America is clearly in good hands. Jesus
Agreed.
Christ.
Let's move on now. Dark Souls is confirmed A tier.
Agreed. Praise the sun.
Agreed. Praise the sunbed.
So if
Yeah.
Dark Souls is A tier, seems like a no-brainer for Dark Souls 3 to be A tier as well.
Ooh, I disagree with that. Is Dark Souls 3 A tier? Honestly, I'd probably put it at B tier, to be honest. Like, I know that in my previous, like, there's just something about Dark Souls 3 that doesn't make me want to replay it ever. I don't know what it is. Like, I just don't like Dark Souls 3 as much as other people. It's better than Dark Souls 2, but is it on the same tier as Dark Souls 1? I don't think so.
Disagree.
No way Dark Souls 3 is better than Dark Souls 2.
Even harder disagree.
Whoa.
Why the fuck is Dark
I thought I had the hot takes, but no, this dude prefers Dark Souls 2 to Dark Souls 3.
Souls 2 so low anyway?
We discussed that for 20 minutes already, Donald.
Yeah.
Yeah, even I can remember that, Sleepy Don.
Shut the fuck up. Don't you dare call me that. You're the Sleepy Joe, not me.
Okay, so by that logic, Trump would have Dark Souls 2 in A or S tier.
Focus, where should Dark Souls 3 rank then?
S tier.
B tier.
It is the call.
Yeah, I agree. I can't believe I'm about to say this, but I agree with President Trump on this one. Or ex-President Trump, I suppose.
Of 3 amazing games finally reaching a perfect conclusion. Nothing can top the Ring City DLC and Slave Gale boss fight.
Yeah, those
You
are fair
said
points.
3 amazing games, admitting that Dark Souls 2 is A for amazing.
I was being nice.
I do agree, though. Dark Souls 3 had the best DLCs out of the trilogy.
Yeah, okay, yeah. It definitely did. Ashes of Ariandel was a kind of... I don't think it was better than Artorias of the Abyss, but it was better than some of the shit Dark Souls 2 pumped out. And then the Ring City completely obliterated everything, so yeah.
Ultra agree.
And that's saying something, since Dark Souls 1 had Artorias.
True.
I can admit Ring City DLC was special, but are we forgetting the snowy copy-paste job of Ashes of Ariandel?
True, they did just copy the painted world concept from Dark Souls 1.
Yeah, like, Ashes of Ariandel... I don't really know how to describe it. It's like the painted world aspect, but when you get down to the actual town area, it reminds me of something from Bloodborne, to be honest. And then obviously you have the Sister Freed boss fight, which is like a top 5 Dark Souls 3 boss fight. Incredible.
Exactly.
Yeah, but it was all worth it for the Sister Freed boss fight.
Yeah, Biden be spitting. I can't believe I just said that.
Tier.
I don't believe in hitting women.
Shut the fuck up, S tier.
Plus, hard bosses are part of what makes Soulsborne games so fun. Dark Souls 3's DLC definitely had the hardest boss fights.
That Dark Eater
Maybe.
Medivh was one of the longest and toughest battles I've ever fought.
Agreed, very memorable.
Bruh, Medivh kicked my ass back in the day. That was the hardest boss. It took me like weeks to beat Medivh. I died like at least 40 times.
Tough.
Medivh was even harder than my time during the Civil War. Stuck in the...
But I feel like after Elden Ring, if I was to go back and play Ring City and try fight Medivh, it would be a piece of cake. Just because it's very similar to like the flying dragons in Elden Ring.
Trenches of Gettysburg, trying to do everything I could to survive. Such fond
The fuck is he on about?
How fucking old are you?
Okay, so we can
True.
agree Dark Souls 3 is the best ending to the trilogy, has the toughest bosses,
The
and...
bosses were easy.
Bitch, shut the fuck up.
Sorry you have a skill issue.
You can't...
I think some of the bosses were easy, but some of them were quite difficult, especially towards like the mid and late game. Like you had Pontiff, you had like the Twin Princes, you had the Nameless King. Those bosses were not easy.
can't deny Dark Souls 3 was the hardest.
Excuse me, Snowflake, are you forgetting the Dragon Slayer armor boss fight? Lazy design, easy dub?
Nameless King.
He had a name, you just forgot it, you senile fuck.
Okay, that's freaking enough.
He had a name, you just forgot it. I love it.
I'm putting it on A. I know you both agree, but are just being dorks.
Fine.
Above Demon Souls, but below Dark Souls 1? Yeah, I can agree with that. Yeah, I think I can agree with that. I think the only thing I actively disagree with so far is Dark Souls Remastered being in D tier. But then again, based on their reasoning, I can understand why. Like, they didn't really change much.
A tier.
It's obviously A tier, Barack, come on.
Let's rank Sekiro now.
It's a
Sekiro.
Soulsborne tier list, dumbass. Which part of the word souls and born are in Sekiro?
I hate that
I
makes
love that argument. We're chosen born in Sekiro. It's clearly a Souls game, it's just different.
sense.
It's obviously a Soulsborne made by From Software by Miyazaki.
All right, then, so I guess we're going to rank Armored Core as well, then.
Oh,
No,
Jesus.
we are not.
No.
I think Donald just found Sekiro too hard but doesn't want to admit it.
I think you only like it because it has a little kid, you filthy diddle.
Oh, dear. Jesus. You can't say that.
He's not a little kid. He's Kuro, the divine heir. And I won't let you disrespect him.
Why is he saying that? He's just defending. Oh, no.
I think Sekiro had some of my favorite gameplay in a video game ever.
Yeah, the pairing...
I think Sekiro's combat is pretty good. I think it's really good. I think that the main issue I have with Sekiro is the same issues that I have with Wolong Dynasty. It's it feels way more restrictive, and it feels like you're being forced to play a certain gameplay style that just doesn't resonate with me. Like, all of these other games, you can do, like, magic, shields, swords, spears, whatever you want. But with Sekiro, it's like, okay, you have to be, like, a sword-using samurai. And you have to, like, parry most attacks, you know? It's not really my thing.
Blocking, dodging, and posture mechanics were amazing.
The game was so good that they didn't even bother to make DLC for it.
Whoa. Spitting facts. Like, I think Sekiro does the combat really well. Like, objectively. But the combat isn't for me.
That is true.
Why didn't they?
They knew it was trash and wouldn't sell, so they just moved on to Elden Ring.
I hate how that also makes sense.
Love me or hate me, I am good with words.
You're pretty cringe with words.
I still don't understand why Ishin came out of Genichiro.
The who and the what?
Yeah, that's literally me. Like, I've not beaten Sekiro, so I'm just like, what the feck is he on about?
See, I told you it was too hard for him. He didn't even get to the end.
I beat it so fast it's all a blur.
Skill issue and cap.
We can all agree, though, that the monkey boss fight was one of the coolest boss fights of all time.
The twist at the end when you...
See, like, I have literally no idea what they're on about, because I just didn't play that, make it, like, that far into Sekiro.
God, I still have nightmares.
But then they had to ruin that special moment by making you fight it again. Twice.
I don't understand why they had to do that.
It's simple. They invested so much effort and money into developing the monkey AI
The
that it
fuck
made
are they
good
on about?
business sense to reuse it again.
Was the monkeys, like, a boss? Like, I don't get it.
That does make sense. That reminds me of the time back in 1874.
We don't have time for another history lesson.
Be quiet,
Joe.
Biden. We don't have time for it.
C tier.
I'll say A tier.
As much as I love Sekiro, I'll put it in the middle and give it a high B tier.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Nice. Now let's do Bloodborne.
I would probably put it in A tier. I don't think it's S tier. But, like, I think comparing it to Dark Souls 2 and the original Demon Souls, I disagree. I think it deserves better than that. So yeah, now we're on to Bloodborne.
Right, time to rank Bloodborne. What are we saying, boys?
Obvious S rank.
Yeah.
No question. S rank.
Definitely S rank.
Although, in fairness, I'd probably put it in A tier as well. Just because of, like, the fact that it's an exclusive, as well as that it's got, you know, the performance issues. I know that, like, the PS5 sort of fixed it, but a remaster that's, like, cross-platform, Bloodborne would easily be the best Souls game.
Well, that was easy.
But the game wasn't. Ludwig Ebrietas, Orphan of Kos. Whoa, mama, those were tough bosses.
It's pronounced Orphan of Kos.
Or some say Cosm.
I really need that sequel.
You and me both, brother. Incredible game, incredible atmosphere, incredible bosses, incredible music, incredible twists.
I mean,
Wish
he's not wrong.
Miyazaki would get his thumb out his ass and give us Bloodborne 2.
Well said. Now let's rank Elden Ring.
Oh, Elden Ring. Honestly, for me, it's an easy S tier. I love Elden Ring, and I think it's close to perfect. I know it's not perfect. It does have some glaring issues, but I think that for me personally, the issues are not that big of a deal. I would easily say it's S tier.
Elden Ring.
Oh, Elden Ring.
Easy B tier.
B?
B tier? You think it's on the same tier as Sekiro, Demon Souls, and Biden? What are you saying?
Tier? Are you actually as dumb as you look? It's obviously S tier.
Thank you. It's easily S tier.
Sorry, idiots, but it's definitely A tier. It's not on Bloodborne's level yet.
Absolute convoluted mess of a story. Had no idea where I was going. I did like the horsey, though. B tier.
Jeez. Of course that... Like, of course Biden gives some nonsensical reason.
Don't listen to him, Barack. We're really going to value the opinion of someone who uses summons and mimic tears for boss fights?
Tell me this isn't true, Joe. Tell me you don't summon.
I just get...
I cannot possibly imagine anyone who would do such an unthinkable, unspeakable act.
Only, okay?
Skill issue, summon user, child abuser.
Oh, jeez. That was quite a good insult.
Relax.
Using summons is cheating.
You'd know all about cheating, Don. Hope your wife's okay.
Whoa.
Whatever, my wife Melania is hot. I rank this game an S.
We can't give it an S until we've played the DLCs. Come on. The DLCs of FromSoft tend to be the best parts of the game.
I mean, true, but considering that Sekiro and Demon Souls didn't have DLC, I think it's fair to rank Elden Ring as an S tier. Like, it shits on Demon Souls. Come on.
You know what? You're goddamn right, Barack. You're goddamn right.
I'll be honest, guys, all the characters' names sound the same. Radam, Radan, Radagon, Rana. What the fuck?
He has a good point. Radagon, Radan, Rani, Ranala. He has a fair point. I didn't even realize that until he pointed it out.
Is this?
Yeah, but that's part of the charm.
You're full of shit, Barack. Mad copium.
I thought you wanted it in S tier.
Oh yeah, amazing game. Great names.
You just like the incest angle with Radagon and Marika.
Why would
The fuck?
I like incest?
You know,
Yeah, come on, Don.
Listen, my daughter is a beautiful, lovely woman, smart and sexy. She's incredible, talented, and
didn't ask.
Yeah, what the fuck? Let's focus.
Well, I don't know. The game's too big and I lose direction pretty.
The fuck? The fuck was that all about?
Listen, my daughter is a beautiful, lovely woman.
He just
smart
goes
and sexy.
off.
She's incredible, talented, and
Didn't ask.
Yeah, what the
It's
fuck?
like he's... It's like he's writing his daughter a freaking love letter. Oh, gee.
Let's focus.
Well, I don't know. The game's too big and I lose direction pretty easily. B tier.
Bruh.
That's because of your dementia.
Okay.
I bet your favorite weapon is St. Trina's sword, so you can make others sleepy as well, huh? Sleepy Joe?
Ooh, the roast.
Very funny, coming from a Godskin noble looking fat ass.
Shut the fuck up, you piece of shit. One v
Godskin
right now
Noble.
online.
I love the Godskin Noble, dude. He's so bad. What do you guys think is better, the Apostle or the Noble? I think the Noble's better, personally.
PvP,
That's enough out of both of you. It's going into A tier.
Wow, would you look at that?
So the overall tier list. I mean, Bloodborne S tier. I don't necessarily... I think it's A or S. I think that the fact that it's an exclusive sucks and it has performance issues. But it is what it is. A tier, Dark Souls, I mean, I think it's S tier, but A's fine. A for Dark Souls 3, sure. Demon Souls remake, yeah, sure. Elden Ring, A or S, fair dues. B tier, Sekiro, Dark Souls 2, Demon Souls. I think the original Demon Souls should go down a bit. I don't think it's aged all that well. Sekiro, Dark Souls 2, yeah, they're B tier, I suppose. Based on the reasoning, Dark Souls Remastered makes sense. They didn't really change that much. All they did was, like, they upped the frame rate, you know, made the multiplayer better and slightly improved the graphics, which, in my opinion, made the game much better and makes this easily the definitive version of Dark Souls. But for what you're not really getting your money's worth if you already own the original Dark Souls.
It's beautiful.
Yep.
Yeah, agreed.
We finally did it, guys. We finished the Soulsborne tier list, ranking every Soulsborne.
Great work, guys. Good team hustle.
I'm proud of what we all accomplished today.
Yeah.
I couldn't have done it without you.
All right.
I love at the end of these videos, they're all so wholesome. Like, they roast the shit out of each other during the video, but then at the end, they're all, like, friendly and wholesome.
I'll see you later, guys. This was fun.
Yeah, see you both tonight. Don't be late, okay? Michelle's making spaghetti.
Whoa.
Wouldn't miss it for the world. Bye, guys.
Yeah, see
And then I love how, like, they're all IRL friends as well. It's just so cool. It's a shame that this
Bye,
isn't
guys,
real.
and thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe to Clone.
Woo! Clone Games! So yeah, honestly, I think that was a really good video. I think it was funny as anything. There wasn't too much that I disagreed with, not too much that I thought needed changing. Overall, pretty good ranking. So yeah, with that being said, that was the video. I hope you guys enjoyed.